just talk some key matches to be aware of going into this game. First one, we're going to start with the one that I love the most, Kendrick Green. If he is out there, if he is starting again this week, Larry O, DeMarvin Leal, any of those guys that are matching up on him, that's got to be the one that we take advantage of. We've seen our D linemen talk about it yesterday or day before the interview, where they said if we got to go through Kendrick, man, oh well. Like, if he in the way, you know what time were you on. That has to be the matchup that we exploit if he's out there. If Kendrick, for some reason, does not stay out there, or they put somebody else in, it instantly transitions to TJ versus George Fant, that right tackle, because that becomes the next just matchup that we circle and say, yo, we're going to kill this one right here. But George Fant is a better player than Kendrick Green right now, so that's why Kendrick takes priority. Next up, Will Anderson. Good, young, physical player, smart player. He's a pro. He plays like a true professional. Coming from Bama, you can see it. Dan Moore and Chooks. You're going to be matched up with him. He is not Max Crosby. He is not Myles Garrett. He is not Nick Bosa. He is a good player. He is not them. So he cannot look like them this week. If he doesn't look like them this week, we're going to score a lot of points, and we're going to feel real good about our offense. But it starts with that one in terms of protection. I feel like they should do well because he's not a speedy, twitchy guy. He's more power, skill, craftsman, like we talk about, more of the Matthew Judon than an explosive guy that can get out of a stance. After that third matchup, CJ Stroud, the young quarterback, is looking good. Good time, or at times makes really good decisions, but he's a young quarterback. At times he makes bad decisions, holds the ball a little bit too long. I anticipate us being able to pressure him a lot, and ultimately CJ Stroud versus Minkah Fitzpatrick. Ike was talking about Minkah hasn't even got on the board in terms of interceptions just yet. This is the week. I thought Deshaun Watson was going to be that. He dropped the Watson pick, and ultimately Highsmith took it to the crib. This is the same scenario, but to a lesser extent, because CJ Stroud isn't as good with the ball as Watson is just yet. So I do feel like that's going to be one where we're able to take advantage of that and ultimately get a turnover. Minkah, when he's that low hole defender, watch for that, all right? Then after that, man, the fourth matchup, I'm looking at them Texans linebackers, Christian Harris, Denzel Perryman. And I watched how Travis Etienne took advantage of them and kind of hurt them in space with his speed. Running the ball, yes, but as a receiver as well. So you know I'm talking about Jaylen Warren. He don't got to be the starter. I know 22 is the guy. That's fine. Cool. But when Jaylen Warren is out there, these are the dudes that you're going to cook because you do what Etienne does. We know Najee and Etienne are polar opposites in terms of body type, in terms of style of play. So I'm not anticipating Najee be able to do some of the things that I was seeing Etienne do. But Jaylen Warren will be able to in terms of just the one-on-one in space, especially in the receiving element of his game. And then the last, matchup that I'm excited about, or that I think we should all be, eager about, is Kenny versus the Texans pressure package. I'm not worried about the Texans secondary. I feel like Kenny, with these receivers, the way he played last week, is going to be able to have plenty of success against this Texans secondary passing the ball. The thing that the Texans do well, though, is they pressure the quarterback. Sometimes they do it with 4. Other times they come with different blitzes. So if they're able to force you to play faster, they can get you to cause a mistake. Some of Trevor Lawrence's mistakes last week, part of it was with the pressure. Other parts was, all right, are you just making a bad play right here? It's just a bad flow for you guys as a whole. But a lot of that was from what the Texans were doing. Think about where they're coming from with their coach. D'Amico Ryan, where was he at prior to that? San Francisco. So think about how San Francisco does some of their stuff in terms of blitz packages, in terms of run fronts and things like that. It's similar with the Houston Texans, but not as talented. That's the caveat. So as long as Kenny is comfortable seeing it and we're protecting the way that we're supposed to, he will carve up this secondary. They aren't the best guys are hurt right now. That's the other part. Their top corner right now, you can make a case of Steven Nelson. Stingley is on IR right now. You don't have to, and Steven Nelson, you're not necessarily fearing that either. It's not like we talk about you can't throw over there. We feel really good about this situation, but Kenny can't allow that pressure to affect him where he's looking at that and not attacking them boys downfield, because that is how the Texans have been, just staying around in these games. And ultimately how they beat Jacksonville was mainly from that pressure package, causing some of that stuff, man. So those are some of the matchups, though, that I had on my end. But yeah, bro.
Sounds good to me. I think you're pretty efficient with that. 11:28.
All right. So Let's get a score prediction then, man, and after that, tap in with the whatever's remaining.
Sure. This is...
Because I know you got something for me. What you got for me, man? Talk your talk, Deke. Talk your talk.
This is just light work, man. What I say about the picks? They come in waves.
Yeah.
I'm saying the same thing about the multiple pass touchdowns for Kenny.
I love it. Trust me, I love it.
2+. I'm saying 3. Okay. I'm saying he got his first 2 last week. I think he gets his first 3 this week. Yeah, this secondary, the Texans defense shouldn't be anything that scares us at all. Both running the ball and passing the ball. I think we start to get right in the ground game. Hopefully Najee looks good, man.
Najee will play well.
Hopefully Najee looks good.
The running game is going to be good. Trust me, I think the running game is going to be real good.
Obviously, Jalen's going to look good. He's been looking good all year, I think.
I think he has the better matchup. Christian Harris and Denzel Perryman are thumpers. Catch my drift?
Yeah. Pickens gets 100. Defense, like you said, I think we at least get 1 pick, and if it's Minka, that'd be awesome. Does Pat P get another one?
Unless you want to get JPJ one. He been getting action. He might see some takedown.
I think Pat P gets another one, weirdly. Right. I think Pat P and Minka. Yeah, 2 picks. This is just a dub. I think this is one could this be the first one we get, and how long? Where it's just
a clean
done
win.
by the third quarter, done by early fourth quarter.
That's how I feel, bro.
We drop 30, and they get 17. 30-17.
Okay. I like it,
Sorry,
man.
30-13. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, 30-13.
Okay. Well, we both pretty much in the same capacity, man. I got us winning. I think we win going away. I have it 24-13. I think we do get multiple passing touchdowns again. I think the running game is a lot better. I think Najee looks better. I think we continue to see Jalen just do the little things that he does. But as a whole, the defense, I feel like, is going to take over like we've been seeing, because the big flaw for the Texans is their protection.
Yeah, Stroud is not going to have any time.
You can't protect. And regardless of what a Tank Dell is, and you know we love Tank Dell, we're fans of his game, you can't get him the ball like they want to, trying to block our front the way that they've been blocking. Now, if they come out here and they, block better, that'd be a different convo. But we haven't seen that on tape through these first couple of games just yet. And like we said, we know what Kendrick Green was while he was here, and he is starting there. And some people view that as an upgrade to their current situation. So, y'all know how we feel. I like it, though, man.
3-1.
I like it, man.
3-1.
Let's take care of business, man. We should be taking care of business, baby.